Is it really possible to heal Lyme, and what's it take? That's what I'm going to cover here. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Even though it might not seem like it, it is absolutely possible. First of all, I have twice. Other people have. So if it's possible for me, and it's possible for them, it's possible for you. Also, you can look at any disease state, like horrific conditions, and you can look into the research, like cases in the literature, and find people have healed from everything. It's possible for them, it's possible for me, it's possible for you. What's it take to do it, though? I think the number one ingredient is being ready. For example, when 2017, so I'd been sick for 9 years, and 2017, I had tried everything. I had done stem cells, but stem cells doesn't get everyone well. And I got to a point that I remember I call it my laundry room moment. I was in the laundry room. I slammed my hand down on the cold concrete. I'll never forget it. And I was like, God, here, you take it. Or God, whoever's paying attention. I can't do this anymore. I'm willing to change anything. The pain of being where I was worse than the fear I had of literally changing everything. And I literally remember saying to God, universe, the common denominator in all of my treatments is me. I'm literally willing to change anything and everything because I was just in such a state that I couldn't stay sick and keep going on that way. And I was just ready to do anything. And so I started reading books and listening to books on Audible. Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh, and The Obstacles Away by Ryan Holiday, and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And I was ready. The pain of being where I was, the pain of being sick, was greater than the fear of doing anything, not telling anyone, reading books and just trying stuff. I was not afraid of doing that. It was more painful to stay where I was, and so I was willing to change. So I think the readiness, when you're ready to heal yourself, you can heal yourself. I'll show you how. My custom Lyme to Legend program, my custom foundations program, just message me custom and I can tell you about it. We can talk about it. And I only work with women. You have to be ready. We have to resonate both ways. And I'll be your muse, your guide, your support, your cheerleader. Because if I can, you can. My one client that healed 40% in 12 weeks, if it's possible for her, it's possible for you. I remember talking to my doctor about her and saying, yeah, 40%, she was 40% better, mind, body, spirit, in 12 weeks, 40%. He's like, Judy, I'd never heard of numbers like that with chronic Lyme. If it's possible for me, if it's possible for you, if it's possible for me, it's possible for her, it's possible for you. The other thing is, you don't have to believe it. You can see other people that have done it. You can think, I'm ready. You don't have to believe it initially. Because what happens is so illusory truth effect is science, which is repetition. The more times we hear something repeated, we believe it is truth. More and more and more, deeper and deeper. The more we hear the repetition, the more we believe it. So a lie repeated enough times becomes believed as absolute truth. And the Lyme healing method takes advantage of that, in that we have divine time every day, which is our healing time, and we do prayers, mantras, and intentions, PMIs, I call them. And that's repeating things that we don't believe. I didn't believe it initially. However, because of the repetition, illusory truth effect, a lie repeated enough times is believed as truth, you eventually grow to believe it. So also, I believe that, and when you read cases of people that heal fully, it's really mind, body, spirit. And Lyme to Legend, the custom program, and the Lyme healing method, it takes advantage of it. It actually does healing in all parts of us, mind, body, and spirit. And it makes use of 5 S's: science, spirituality, stoicism, somatic practices, and success strategy is the thing. And so somatic practices are practices we do that nervous system regulate. And when we do things in all our body system using science, spirituality, somatic practices, stoicism, and success strategy, it literally is healing. I didn't believe it until I was just doing things and reading 250 books. I was just reading and playing books on Audible. And, again, repetition, novel ideas, neuroplasticity, it changes us. And that's how the Lyme healing method came about. So if you're interested, if you're a woman, you feel ready to be in a one-on-one program, to put the time in, I'll teach you to heal. You can heal yourself. And the great thing about this is not only do you heal, you grow your superpower. You figure out who you are. You figure out what your gifts are. I wouldn't trade my journey. I'm so glad that I had Lyme, because you really find out what's possible. And healing is possible. Finding your true self is possible. Becoming an integrity to your soul is possible. And it's interesting because when I did this work, when I was, the first time I did it, it took me 1.5 years. And I was reading books. I read about 200 books. I've read about 250 books now on science, spirituality, somatic practices, stoicism, and success strategy. And when you do this, it literally changes you, mind, body, and spirit. And when I did it the first time, it took me 1.5 years. When I did the second time, it took me less than 6 months. I got well, and then I got another tick bite, got sick, multiple body systems, sick, really sick again, and healed myself in less than 6 months. And the first time I had not done somatic practices, which are, the practices, body movements that are nervous system regulating. I hadn't done that the first time. I added that the second time, and I think that's why it took less than 6 months. So if you're a woman who's ready, just message me custom for the Lyme to Legend private one-on-one custom foundations program. And if we resonate both ways, we could work together. And I would be honored and delighted and to watch you just transform matter use energy to transform the matter of illness, and to alchemize it and to heal. It's my jam. It's so fascinating to watch. And is it perfect? Is it a straight shot? No. However, it is possible. If it's possible for me, it's possible for my other clients, it's possible for you. Your healing is possible.